Hello everyone, welcome to my channel SW Metro official channel.
Sister wives. Kody claims that Robyn's PDA put him in a difficult situation with his ex-wives, saying, "They kept us bad." Robyn, Kody Brown's fourth wife, has always been the object of his affection. After he publicly expressed his love for Robyn, he didn't give a damn if it harmed his other spouses or if it affected them. He did, however, disclose in the most recent tell-all that his relationship with Robyn had an impact on his relationships with his other spouses. He has demonstrated throughout the years that he didn't give a damn about what his previous wife thought of him, so this was really shocking. Additionally, Kody talked candidly about the difficult times of his multiple marriages in the tell-all. He disclosed that he had a serious falling out with his ex-wives and that one thing led to another. He discussed the complex relationships with his ex-wives in an interview with Suki Krishnan. In a sense, he also addressed the issue of physical intimacy in front of his other wives, which was raised by his ex-wife, Christine. Sister wives. Kody discusses PDA guidelines. Suki asked Kody if he would ever publicly declare his love for his fourth wife when he and his wife, Robyn, were talking about PDA difficulties. Kody stated that his past encounters had been traumatic. He went on to say that he would not display PDA with Robyn in front of Mary and Janelle until they were remarried. Kody makes it clear that they won't display PDA in front of his ex-wives, but they will when it's appropriate. They have made the decision to exercise caution after learning their lesson. The world hates to love, he mocked, adding that he wanted to keep Robyn and his relationship safe. Sister wives. Kody Brown talks about how his relationship with the OG three wives was hurt by his PDA with Robyn. Mary, Janelle, and Christine were Kody's first wives. When he married Robyn, he had 3 wives, and after his fourth marriage, things went south. He gave Robyn more importance than his other marriages because he felt a different pull for her. The OG three spouses began to feel ignored as a result of this catastrophe. In the past, Christine revealed that she now feels strange about the way their several marriages' physical closeness functioned. It was acceptable for Kody to publicly kiss his wife in front of one another. Returning to the subject, he disclosed that he undoubtedly had more PDA with Robyn, his fourth wife, than with any of his other spouses. He went on to say that he and Robyn were expelled the last time they engaged in a PDA in front of his family. "You got kicked out?" inquired the shocked host, Suki Krishnan. Kody stated that he would not go into specifics and was hesitant to go into much more detail. "Yeah, they kept with us bad," he clarified. "And boy, did I pay a heavy price." Kody was then pressed to provide more data by Suki Krishnan, but he refused. He disclosed that he is unable to convey the story. Kody went on, "Yeah. Simply put, you simply won't discuss anything that is so seriously harmful to your life." Plural marriage, particularly one publicized for television, requires an incredibly delicate balance of emotional and romantic equity. For Kody Brown, who began his journey with Mary, Janelle, and Christine long before Robyn entered the picture, balancing love, attention, and physical intimacy among 4 women was an enormous undertaking. For years, the Brown family projected a sense of teamwork and cooperation, despite some visible cracks. The wives shared in raising their collective 18 children, took part in family decisions, and publicly claimed to be on board with the plural lifestyle. However, the dynamics noticeably shifted when Robyn joined the family in 2010. From the very beginning, Kody was visibly more affectionate and emotionally connected to Robyn. The chemistry between them was obvious, and fans and the other wives noticed that Kody's actions toward Robyn were more romantic, more tender, and more consistent. Physical affection, including hand-holding, cuddling, and kissing, was on full display. This level of PDA was rarely seen with Mary, Janelle, or Christine. What was once perceived as equality began unraveling into blatant favoritism. Christine's perspective on PDA and emotional neglect. Christine Brown, Kody's third wife, was the first to speak publicly about how Kody's physical intimacy with Robyn affected her. In earlier seasons, Christine appeared to be Kody's most cheerful and optimistic wife, often working hard to maintain harmony within the family. But behind the smiles was a woman slowly realizing she was being emotionally sidelined. Christine once stated that watching Kody be openly affectionate with Robin made her feel unloved and unseen. Even though she'd been okay with certain expressions of affection among the wives before Robin entered the family, the dynamic changed. It wasn't about PDA alone, it was about frequency, consistency, and emotional depth. Robin wasn't just another wife, she was the wife. Eventually, Christine decided to leave the marriage in 2021, stating that she no longer felt like an equal partner. While there were several contributing factors, from faith differences to parenting styles, the emotional abandonment she felt, exacerbated by the PDA with Robin, played a pivotal role in her decision. Kody's tell-all confession, a turning point. During the most recent Sister Wives tell-all, Kody Brown made one of the most candid admissions of his reality TV career. Speaking with Suki Krishnan, he shared that public displays of affection with Robin damaged his relationships with his other wives. He admitted that they'd learned their lesson and now avoid PDA in front of the ex-wives. But the real shock came when Kody said, "They kept us bad," in reference to how his ex-wives responded to his affection toward Robin. It was a jarring statement, loaded with resentment, regret, and unresolved pain. He didn't go into detail, choosing to withhold the full story, but he strongly implied that the consequences of showing love to Robin were devastating to his life and relationships. It was the kind of statement that lingers, one that suggests deep fractures, betrayal, and emotional fallout that continues to haunt him. What "they kept us bad" really means. Kody's claim that "they kept us bad" can be interpreted in several ways. It suggests that his ex-wives weaponized his relationship with Robin, either emotionally or socially, to create distance, chaos, or perhaps guilt. It's a controversial accusation, especially given that the visible favoritism came from Kody himself. Still, his statement reflects the anguish of a man who believes he's been punished for following his heart. In his mind, he was merely being affectionate with his legal wife, the woman he felt the strongest bond with. But in the plural family context, where equality is expected, this act of romantic authenticity became the match that lit a firestorm. To Kody, Robin wasn't just a fourth wife, she was his romantic partner in the truest sense. And when he expressed that openly, the response from his other wives wasn't just disapproval, it was rejection. Over time, each one, Christine, then Janelle, and finally Mary, distanced themselves, until only Robin remained by his side. PDA as a symbol of favoritism. In many marriages, public displays of affection are small but powerful indicators of closeness. A hand squeeze. A kiss. A knowing glance. In a plural marriage, however, these gestures carry a much heavier weight. Each moment of PDA with one wife is an indirect message to the others. Kody's constant display of affection toward Robin sent a clear signal: she was the favorite. Even if that wasn't his intention, that was the result. And for wives like Janelle and Mary, who were already feeling disconnected from Kody emotionally and physically, these public gestures rubbed salt into their wounds. Janelle once acknowledged in an earlier episode that she and Kody had more of a friendship than a romantic connection. Mary, whose relationship with Kody had been strained for years, admitted that they hadn't been physically intimate for over a decade. So seeing Kody being romantic with Robin, on camera, in public, and in family settings, confirmed what many already suspected: Kody had emotionally and physically checked out of his other marriages. The fallout, one wife after another. Let's trace the timeline of the fallout. Christine leaves in 2021, citing emotional neglect and lack of intimacy. Janelle separates in 2022, admitting that they'd grown apart and didn't share a romantic relationship anymore. Mary confirms her split in 2023, following years of living in a separate emotional and physical space. All three wives left within a span of just over 2 years. While the reasons were layered and complex, there's no doubt that Kody's prioritization of Robin, made visible through repeated PDA, played a role. What once was a functioning, if imperfect, family became a fractured legacy. And the one wife who remained, Robin, now finds herself in a monogamous marriage that none of them signed up for in the beginning. Robin's perspective, the favorite wife curse. Robyn has often been portrayed as the favorite, and while she has publicly denied that she ever wanted to be prioritized, her relationship with Kody makes it hard to believe otherwise. She was the only wife Kody legally married, after he divorced Mary, the only one he continued to have an emotional and physical relationship with, and the only one who seemingly stayed by his side unconditionally. From a viewer standpoint, it looked like Robyn got everything: love, security, attention, while the other wives got the leftovers. But Robyn has paid a price for this too. She now carries the burden of being the one who won, while also losing the sisterhood that once came with being part of a plural marriage. In recent episodes, she's looked defeated, often expressing sorrow over the collapse of the family. Being Kody's only wife has come at the cost of communal unity, shared parenting, and emotional sisterhood. The future of the Brown family. Kody's explosive admission in the tell-all marks a turning point. It shows he is beginning to accept, albeit begrudgingly, that his actions had unintended consequences. Whether or not he feels truly remorseful is up for debate, but there's no denying that the PDA with Robyn symbolized a deep fracture that was never healed. With Christine happily remarried to David Woolley, Janelle focusing on her health and independence, and Mary carving out a new identity post-Kody, the original Brown family no longer exists as it once did. Kody and Robyn remain together, but the dream of a plural marriage has officially ended. And if Kody's words are to be believed, it ended in heartbreak, blame, and emotional devastation. Conclusion: a lesson in plural marriage and emotional equity. The sister-wife saga is more than just a reality show, it's a complex exploration of love, faith, jealousy, and human frailty. Kody Brown's recent confession about how PDA with Robyn led to his downfall offers a sobering insight into the mechanics of plural love. In any relationship, but especially in a plural one, equity matters. When one partner feels favored, others feel neglected. Physical affection is not just about touch, it's about attention, value, and visibility. In choosing to openly display his love for Robyn, Kody inadvertently made his other wives feel invisible. That invisibility turned into distance, then resentment, and eventually, divorce. 6 possible sister-wife storylines to consider should the program modify its formats for Season 20. The show's evolution from its initial idea of tracking the lives of a polygamous family with 1 father and 4 mothers to its current state has been witnessed by longtime Sister Wives viewers. While former wives Mary Brown, Christine Brown Woolley, and Janelle Brown rediscover themselves beyond the confines of such an unorthodox marriage, Kody Brown and Robyn Brown currently lead a monogamous lifestyle. The first wife to leave the family was Christine. Janelle and Mary trailed behind her. The journeys of the children, many of whom are now adults, were chronicled in Sister Wives Season 19. If Sister Wives is coming back for another season, they should modify things up a little because the initial idea has changed so much. Although watching the family members go in separate directions is still captivating, the show would present the family in a different way if it adopted a more fish-out-of-water style. Viewers would be able to see the Brown family in a completely different light and experience a whole new universe. Following the acrimonious breakup with Kody, Christine fell in love once more with David Woolley. After a brief courtship, the couple married in Moab, Utah, in October 2023, in front of several members of the Brown family. Robyn and Kody, however, were not invited to the wedding. Although Kody and David have met on a number of family occasions, it would have been odd for him to be at Christine's wedding. Nevertheless, Kody disclosed that he liked hanging out with David in an intriguing scene from Sister Wives Tell All Season 2, even calling him overly handsome. Kody admitted that at first, he was anxious to meet and talk to David, especially in front of his children. It was a great experience, though. He was considerably more at ease with David than with Christine, Kody admitted to Tell All host Sukanya Krishnan. He also claimed that he enjoyed seeing Christine fall in love with David and that he was probably a decent person. Kody responded, "I've had conversations with David since that just was kind of like, I enjoyed his company and I had a dirty thought when asked if he could picture the two going on a double date. David and I should go on a guy's trip together, I thought. That would just be so uncool to Christine, I thought." The idea of Kody and David going on a guy's trip together is intriguing, even though Kody claimed it wouldn't be cool for Christine. Each man would have to do their share throughout a road trip, and there might even be a challenge element too. Although it simply features David and Kody, it might be a parody of The Amazing Race. It would be amazing to watch Kody and David interact, let alone compete. Mary comes and assists at Tata Farms. Mary has shown herself to be an adventurous and life-hungry person after she split from Kody. She even took a solo vacation to England because she had never been there before and thought it would be the ideal opportunity to travel. The playful